and welcome back to another episode of All the Mods. This is part 20. Last time, we went to probably the biggest dungeon that I've ever done in any Minecraft mod ever, and even on the edited down version, it took about 30 minutes of the video to go through it. So yeah, that was pretty crazy. We also went through the hardest boss that I've had so far in the Twilight Forest, so that was actually pretty fun. And we got really nothing too great out of that little area, but we did get the trophy for the Erghast. So now we're one more step closer to going into the acid rain area. Anyway, now I had a few things I could do this episode. One is I could go get the Hydra and then finish off every last boss to go into the acid rain area. And two is I could finish up everything else first. And I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do. So off camera I did a few things. I upgraded my armor a little bit, I upgraded my power generator so that I can repair my stuff faster, and I also found a few structures. I went looking for the labyrinth so I could find the minnow shroom, and I found that, but I also found this. I don't know what this is. It's not got any trophies for it, or any trophies that I don't currently have. It's just kind of a structure that's here. I kind of am worried that it'll take too long. I'm not going to spend too much time in the episode going through it. In fact, something I want to do before I forget, I did do one more thing off camera, and that is, I got almost every wool for the questing ram. And I believe, with this cyan wool, we should be done. Ooh. Yes! Ooh. That actually gave me some good stuff. Okay. So yeah, there we go. That was just a quick little thing I could do at the beginning of the episode. We now have the Questing Ram trophy. Let's put that there. We also got the Questing Ram shader, a few blocks of resources, a shader pack, and a crumble horn. What in the world is that? First, the shader pack gave me maze stone. That's not too great. I already have that. Just like... why? I'm sure that lets me do something. I'm not too sure what it does, but we will find out in the future. Alright, so let's go ahead and raid this thing real quick. I'm not really seeing anything in this dungeon. All the rooms are just empty rooms. So, I'm kinda just climbing up to the top to see if there's anything here. I was thinking this might be a neat structure to go through, but I guess it's not. It's just empty. I guess I'll climb to the top of the highest mushroom. Maybe there's something in there. Nope, there is absolutely nothing here but mushrooms. Okay, well that's a bit disappointing. I was really hoping this would actually have some stuff in it. I guess that structure isn't finished just yet. At least we got a nice bit of mushrooms out of it. So I guess now we can go ahead and head to the main point of the video, which is the labyrinth. Now, I originally thought that the labyrinth, since the boss of the labyrinth is the minnow shroom, would be in something like this, or in something like the mushroom biome. But it turns out that is actually entirely wrong, and I was looking in all the wrong spots. So it actually spawns in these biomes with these giant lily pads, which I might actually take some of. These are cool. So anyways, these spawn in these biomes with these huge lily pads. And it's actually a structure I never would have expected to find it in. So apparently, if I can get to it, I thought I was closer than I actually was. Oh, that is oil, I do not need to fall in that. Here we are. So apparently, this thing just spawns in a random hill. Just any old hill in this like swampy biome. You might have a chance of finding one of these things in it. Also, that is not good. There's cave spiders spawning in here. That might make this tricky to do. But, oh well, I guess it is time for us to officially enter. Now, I do have an idea. One of the things that was causing me problems when I was doing the not actual maze that I thought was a maze, which was the place where the phantoms was, and also all the blue guys, is inside I didn't light anything up because I had night vision. So when I went to my mini-map, I couldn't see anything. Now what I want to do this time is if I fill the place with torches, I'm hoping I'll be able to see exactly where I am. Also, that does not look like a fun enemy. Okay, let's jump down and deal with this guy. What is he doing? Dying, that's what he's doing. Okay. So, guess let's start lighting this place up. Check the minimap to see if my plan works at all. If not, Oh well. Yeah, I can't really tell if it's working or not. Okay, well, I guess let's just start going and hope I don't get lost. Whoa. Found a new thing. Found more minotaurs, more cave spiders. And what in the world are these? They're slimes. Okay. Guess that's a good way of getting slime balls. Whoa, what's hitting me? Okay, a lot of stuff just happened. What is that? Raw meat. Okay. So I guess the minotaurs drop things that you can eat. Is this guy seriously just drowning himself? I'm gonna kill you real quick, but what in the world was that guy doing? Just kind of drowning himself. And here's a bunch of spawners and things. Okay, I don't know why I'm using my pickaxe to fight him. So we found our first loot room. So we got some maize wafers, figured I'd find some of those in here. Some iron, some steel leaf. Ironwood sword, don't really need that, don't need the health potion. Now, there's actually a very specific item that I'll be looking for while I'm going through this area. And that is, I believe, a maze map core. Because what that does is it allows me to make a certain item. Yes, it allows me to make a maze map, but it allows me to do something else. Ooh, another treasure room. Hello? Ow! Okay, that didn't actually hurt me bad, but that still scared me. A maze map focus! I already found it. Okay, that makes life a lot easier. Now, ideally, I'd like to get 2 of these things, because then I'd be able to make the maze map as well. Also, torch refill. Perfect. Oh, got another type of room. It's behind thick bars. Does it... Oh, hello. How are you doing? Can I kill you real quick? Does this have any sort of things behind it? That's going to take a while to break. Let's break this real quick. Anything this could activate? I don't think so. I think we're good. Ooh, more things. And a new kind of bug. What is that? A fire beetle. Okay, so it spits fire. Good to know. Also got a few more chests. Oh. What did that do? Okay, we got a few more minnow shrooms. I did not expect there to be actual traps in this after the last one. I should have, but I didn't. Let's go ahead and light that up real quick. Hopefully this one will be a little bit safer. Yes, it will. Is this the same water room I saw before? I don't think so. One of the problems with these kinds of things, like gigantic mazes, is I'm not too great at mazes, and I always get lost in them. So I'll go through something probably 30-40 times and think I'm making progress, and I'm not actually. You probably tell that by when I was going through the... I still can't think of what it was called, the Blueman's place. And I was getting lost, even though it's not a maze at all. I'm just amazingly bad at following directions. Hello, sir. You are now dead. I'm thinking that at some point I'm supposed to find a way down. I just don't exactly know where that would be. I'm also starting to find lava things, so that's kinda neat. Something I didn't think too terribly much about whenever I decided to make this video is when you're lost in a maze, there's not too terribly much stuff happening. You're just kinda running around, finding new areas. Which isn't exactly the greatest, or greatest, not exactly the greatest for making content where you try and talk about whatever's happening. I will say my torch strategy is working, because I'm able to see a map of the area pretty clearly. It's just a matter of time before I hopefully find a way down, so I can actually make some progress. Is that another maze map focus? Yes! Alright, we now have 2. I don't remember why I wanted 2. I think I might have wanted to make a maze map just in case my map idea didn't work. My mini-map idea, I mean. But I don't think we'll be needing that. Oh, found another new type of room. Some kind of fountain. Fountain? It's not really a fountain, is it? It's just kind of a pool. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is the first new type of room I've seen in a little while. That's another thing. I'm probably gonna go insane while trying to make my way through this dungeon, so that'll be pretty fun. I need to make sure I don't miss any possible turns, because that could be the difference between me finding my way through this thing and me not. Finally! Yes! Alright, we found the way down. The first layer is done. So, I guess we just kind of break through here and head down? Yep, that's what we do. Okay. Guess they didn't take fall damage too much into consideration. Ow. Welcoming party, hello? How you doing? Oh, this guy's got an enchanted axe. That's different. Okay, they're also not making it too easy for me to hit them this time. So maybe the enemies get slightly harder as we go down. Either that or I was just really doing bad there. Alright, so let's see. We've been all through that area. There's nowhere else I can go through there. I still haven't gone that way. That might lead me somewhere. Got that area left to explore. That whole area needs to be explored. So we still got a ways to go. Not limited too terribly much yet. Oh! Oh! I think I found the boss room. Okay. So yeah, I can see the boss spawner. I'm not going to go in there just yet. I would like to explore the rest of this area first, because there is some loot in here that I would like to grab. Or at least I assume there's more loot in here. So I'm going to explore the rest of this place, and then I'll head right back to there in a minute. Aww. I found what appeared to be a big treasure room through means of, what's it called? Vein mine. And then I blew it up. Whole thing. Hopefully there's another one of those, or else that's gonna be disappointing. I don't believe there is. Okay, I was hoping this square would be, but I think that's just a lighting glitch. Right? Yeah, that's just a lighting glitch. Oh man. So I blew up the big treasure. Okay, well, let's go fight the boss. Hopefully the boss doesn't have explosive traps set up in it as well, or else that'll be a problem. Let's just open this up, kill any enemies that want to come rushing out at me, such as that creeper. Oh, and the boss is free. Okay, I didn't mean to get close enough to free him, so hopefully he'll die quickly. Yeah, he's dying real fast without any issue. And he's dead. Okay, that was easy. Kill this creeper. Now there is some treasure in here, which I am glad to look at. First, I'm going to see what drops I got from this guy. I got Meef Stroganoff, which is that craftable? It is not. Okay, so it's basically just a not very useful food that's really hard to get. Minnow Shroom Trophy, so that's nice. Then we got our Twilight Shader Pack, which gives us Iron Wood. I believe I already have that one. And then the Minnow Shroom Shader Pack. And then we also got a Minotaur Axe, which isn't very good. I mean, it's not bad though. It's not as good as my sword, but if you were just like playing with vanilla stuff, this would be completely overpowered. So yeah, all things considered, this wasn't exactly the hardest thing to get to, and the boss took me about 2 seconds. I'll have fun figuring out what music I'm going to put in the background of that fight. Let's see, is there any treasure here other than just basic stuff, or is it... I'm thinking it's just basic stuff. Yeah, it's looking like it's all I'm gonna get out of here. Okay. Well, since I now have the item that I originally came to the Twilight Forest in the first place to get, I guess I can finally make the new thing that I wanted, which I'm really hoping is as useful as I think it will be. Also, you may be wondering why I don't just vein mine my way out of here. That is because the actual borders of this maze are covered in bedrock, so... I've gotta maze my way out of this one. Finally, I'm out. Okay, that literally took me about 20 minutes to find my way out of here. This definitely does its job as being a maze. Now, the first thing that I want to do before I go home and make that item, or go back to my regular home and make that item, is I want to go ahead and put my trophies up. So we put the Questing Ram trophy there. Oh wow, that's a large trophy. Okay. Then we put the Minnow Shroom there. And now we only have the Hydra trophy left. And then we will gain access to the spiky area, not the spiky area, the rainy area, which I still have yet to go into. So I believe there's a dungeon in there. There's no trophy for anything other than the Hydra left, so I don't know what could be in there. That'll be interesting to find out. The next time we'll be fighting the Hydra. So I guess I'll go ahead and put up all of the loot that I got. Alright, so we're back in our home. We have the item I needed. So as you can probably guess, if I use the maze map focus and surround it in paper, then that makes a blank maze map. I'm not going to be doing that, because for some reason, this mod has another crafting recipe, if I can grab all the paper. This mod uses the maze map focus for another crafting recipe, which is incredibly overpowered item. Or at least it can be overpowered if you use it correctly. So if you surround in crafting tables the maze map focus, you get an item called the uncrafting table. Let's go ahead and make that. Now I haven't actually tried this out yet, and I'm not sure where I want to put it. I guess just right there. So if I put something like a torch in there, you have to have the exact amount that it makes. So an uncrafting table, so if I were to... Oh, and it uses experience to actually uncraft it. So how do I do that? Oh, okay. So you can go through the different ways that it makes things. So in case you're trying to find an exact type of crafting thing, then you can get that. So I can take my stick and my coal back. Then you can also use it like a regular crafting table and go back through there. But when you want to uncraft something, you have to use experience. Now, with all of the loot that I keep getting from dungeons and things, sometimes I find things that use ender pearls to craft. So let's say I want to go do the end stuff so I can get an infinite supply of ender pearls. Then I could uncraft the like 30 items that use ender pearls, use blaze rods on them to make the end eyes, and then use that so I can go all the way to the end, and yeah. So this is going to be super helpful in the future. Now, before I end off the episode, there's one last thing I want to do. That involves the questing rams. Let's get him out real quick. I'm going to rehome the questing ram from the Twilight Forest onto my farm. So, you have a new home, buddy. Hello, welcome to the farm. So, on that note, hold on. That is going to be all for this time. I hope you enjoyed. Next time, we're going to fight the Hydra and probably go look at the last area that we have open. I think there's a few things above and around that we'll need to look at too, but yeah, that's the general idea of what we're going to do next time. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye.